Hey guys, Mark here. Well, we're here today at Crescent Yamaha, testing the all-new 2020 Yamaha Tenere 700. Stay tuned and I'll let you know what I think about it. Hey guys, well, welcome today to a test on the all-new Yamaha Tenere 700, a bike that's been very eagerly anticipated in the biking world. Kind of a jack-of-all-trades, do-it-all, sort of semi-off-road adventure touring bike. You know, a mid-size, which is really nice. It's nice and light, very affordable, really good sort of class, this type of bike. Let's get these specs out the way. It's coming in at £8,999. Now, this particular bike has been fitted with the rally pack, which comes with the Akrapovic exhaust and the tail tidy. And what's extra has been fitted to this bike. It's got Yamaha heated grips. You've got the headlight cover there, nice big bash guard as well to protect the engine from rocks, because I think this bike is you know, pretty much its pretensions are for going off-road a bit. You know, it's got semi-knobbly tyres, big long travel suspension, wire spoke wheels, so you know, it definitely is a bike for, you know, people that want to go off-road a bit on their sort of travels. It's got the fabulous 689cc cross-plane 2 crank engine. Is a parallel twin producing 72 horsepower at 9,000 revs. Same engine as used in the MT-07, so no complaints there at all. It's a high torque engine producing 68 newton meters at 6,500 revs. Big front wheel on this one, being sort of a semi-off-roader. 21-inch front wheel, 18-inch on the rear. And these are shod with Pirelli Scorpion tyres. You've got a 90 on the front and a 150 on the rear there. Fuel tank on this is 16 litres. I would have thought you could get about 45-50 to a gallon from this, so quite a good range. It comes in 3 colours. You've got a very nice blue and white, sort of black and yellow, this one, and a really lovely red and white, which looks superb in my opinion. You've got 4 LED headlamps. Now they are really smart. Okay, seat height on this, it's quite tall, this bike, do bear that in mind. It's 875mm tall. That's with the standard seat. They do a higher seat for the really tall guys. Weight of this bike is 204 kilograms wet, and it feels very light to push around, so it's a good weight, I would say. Suspension on this is superb, fully adjustable KYB suspension, really long travel on the front there. And lots of suspension travel on the rear, all fully adjustable. Now, a good thing on this bike is you've got switchable ABS, so you can turn the ABS off if you like when you go off-road. Service intervals on this is 6,000 miles, which is pretty good for the oil change, and it needs a valve check at 25,000. It's all pretty standard stuff. Yamaha have taken a kind of a no frills approach to this bike, so it's all non-electronic suspension, just simple stuff, but that's what a lot of people want. No traction control, no rider modes. So there we go, guys. Really nice piece of kit. Definitely a sort of bike that I like myself. I do like adventure tourers. So I think we should take her for a little ride and see how she goes. Okay guys, let's hop aboard this lovely Yamaha Tenere 700. Okay, so first thing I noticed when I step on this bike is it is pretty tall. As I said, 875mm seat height. I'm 5'7" tall with a 30-inch inside leg, and I am pretty much on tiptoes. But the suspension is very, very plush, very kind of soft and squidgy, so it does sink down somewhat. So all good, so just bear that in mind if you are a shorter rider. So on starting, you're greeted with that beautiful engine that's used in the MT-07 689cc parallel twin. Gives a really nice sound with the Akrapovic exhaust. Lots of torque, no need to rev this engine high, it's got lots of low and mid-range pull, so really delicious. Anyway, let's pull away and see what she goes like. That's lovely. So straight off, it feels very light. That's the first thing I noticed when I pulled away on this bike. Very, very manageable, very easy to chuck from left to right. Maybe obviously it's not a heavy bike, so to speak, and it's got quite a thin front tyre, so that might have something to do with it as well. But straight off, it feels very easy to ride. Super light clutch, very light gearbox. That delicious cross-plane parallel twin engine. As I say, this is kindly loaned to me by the guys at Crescent Yamaha here in the south of England. So you immediately feel at home on this bike. It's very much like other sort of adventure touring bikes. So you're sat pretty much bolt upright, nice wide bars. Very, very commanding riding position. Nice view of the road ahead, you can look over all the hedges. It's a really nice place to be here. So not going to go too crazy today because we're in the middle of winter at the moment, and the roads are very slippery today, but hey, this is the bike for the job. You know, we've got semi-knobbly Pirelli Scorpion tyres. So little screen up the front there, doing the legal limit at the moment, and the wind is pretty good. It's I'm not getting blasted at all. It all feels nice and steady. The windlass is not turbulent or anything, so all good. I mean, I've no doubt there are going to be bigger screens available if you need to go down that route, but so far the screen feels absolutely fine. No sort of nasty wind blast at all. As I say, it's a tall bike, so you do sort of sit right up on the top of it, but the riding position is absolutely superb. Mirrors are crystal clear, and there's no vibrations at all in those, which is great. I do like the look of the dash there. Kind of reminds me of a mobile phone in a way, but it's giving you all the information you need. Speedo, rev counter, you've got all your trip meters, miles per gallon, temperature, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I must admit, just trucking it around these bends here, it feels very plush, very sure-footed. The suspension is very long travel, so there's a lot of movement in it, but not in a bad way. It's very well damped, but it just feels very, very plush, very good for bumpy roads, and that is what this bike is designed for. It is actually designed to go off-road quite a bit. So we'll talk about the engine now, guys. Obviously same engine as the MT-07, parallel twin, got about 70 odd horsepower. Lovely thing about this engine is it produces lots of power low down. I'm at 4,000 revs now, opening it up. It's got bags and bags of go. Totally perfect amount of power for the road for this style of bike. Just open the throttle up and it really flies. No lack of power there at all, and it's exceptionally smooth as well. You can definitely feel that it's a twin. It's got a very nice kind of characteristic rumble to it, but In terms of vibrations, there's nothing as I can feel. Nothing through the bars at all, and the foot pegs are very smooth as well. I forgot to note these. Forgot to mention these foot pegs have got their rubbers removed, which gives a bit more grip off-road, but you can put the rubbers back in. But I can't feel any vibration at all at the moment, so all good. Yeah, I mean that was top gear then, absolutely effortless overtaking. So we've got the Yamaha fitted heated grips on this particular bike, which is a nice worthy addition in the winter time. So as I say, you get the rally pack, which is kind of like a styling pack, if you will, which comes with the Akrapovic exhaust and the tail tidy, I believe. That's it for that pack. And then you get the Explorer pack, which comes with all the panniers. But this particular bike has had extras fitted, like heated grips, the headlight protector, the radiator guard, and the bigger bash plate underneath the engine there. So it's a bike that you can kind of spec up as much as you like, really. So this has got the standard seat on it, this bike, and even though it's tall, it's a very narrow seat. So as long as you're not too short, you should be okay. You know, it doesn't push your legs out at all, so you can get your legs down reasonably well. And it does come with a Yamaha one-piece taller seat as well, if you're a very tall person. But no, so far I'm really enjoying this. It's great fun to hustle around the bends. It's a very nice, relaxing engine. I mean, we're just on the legal limit now, and it's doing 5,000 revs, top gear. You could definitely ride this all day, in my opinion. I've been on this bike for a while now, and I must admit the seat does feel very comfortable. I was a little bit, oh, this seat doesn't feel that comfortable when I first sat on it, but I must admit it feels absolutely fine. That Akrapovic exhaust does give a very nice growl. So full throttle second gear. Yeah, it's got plenty of go. It's not intimidating at all, it's just a very nice power plant. Very torquey, lots of pull, very smooth. Just what you need for a bike of this style, really. So why would you get something like this? You know, you want a bike that you can take off-road, do some touring down gravel tracks. I mean, you may not want all the size and weight of, say, a bigger BMW 1200 or Tiger Explorer 1200. This does feel very light and manageable. It's not intimidating at all. So that's top marks for that. I do love the sound of that engine. So let's talk about the clutch and the gearbox. It's looking like it's a non-adjustable clutch, but the lever position is perfect for my kind of average hands. It's a very light pull on the lever, so that's good. Cable clutch, and the gearbox is very light. Very nice positive up and down, so all good in that respect. So no quick shifter on this. It's all very basic stuff. Oh, it really flies when you open it up. Yeah, it really drives out of the corners. Lots of pull. Really good. Just try a brake test in a minute. Oh, right, here we go. 60 odd miles an hour. Hit the brakes. Yeah, they're strong. Obviously they're still bedding in a bit. This bike's quite new. Let's just try the back brake. Yeah, back brake's good as well. So no complaints in the braking. Performance is strong. Yeah, this is a lovely bike. Okay, let's slow this right down and just try that all important 30 mile an hour fueling. Is it going to be smooth and not snatchy? Just sort of doing some simulation in town now. So here we are, third gear, 30 miles an hour, 4,000 revs. And it's good news. There's no hunting or surging at all there. That's good. And it pulls really nicely. Yeah, plenty of performance there. Yeah, so far guys, this bike's a winner in my opinion. I think they're going to sell lots of these. You know, I mean, I know you've got like your V-Stroms and your Kawasaki Versys, but this is a bit more, in my opinion, a bit more off-road. I could actually imagine taking this off-road, you know, sort of standing up like this. Yeah, it just feels like it's a bit more off-road bias, shall we say. Right, let's try fourth gear, 40 mile an hour, a wide open throttle, shall we? Here we go, 40, wide open throttle. Yeah, plenty of go there. It just feels very nicely balanced, is the best way I could describe it. It's light without feeling small and skittish, but not too heavy. Changes direction brilliantly. And the suspension, you know, it's lots of travel on this suspension, so it really is very, very soft and plush over any bumps you throw at it. Yeah, I think Yamaha have done a good job on this. So as I say, service is good on it, 6,000 mile service intervals, valve check at 25,000, that's all pretty standard these days. Gotta watch these roads at the moment, they're very wet. You could have a lot of fun on this off-road, I think, you know, put your motocross boots on, could have a whale of a time. Third gear, winding are open. The nice thing about these parallel twin engines is that they've got lots of power low down the mid-range, so you just don't have to rev the living daylights out of them. You know, they're going to spend most of their time 4, 5, 6,000 revs. That's where you need to be with it, really. That's the sweet spot. Okay, let's see how low we can go in top gear before it starts to get a bit snatchy. Yeah, it's about, yeah, not a lot less than 40. I think 40 mile an hour top gear, 6 gear is about the limit really on a twin. Gets a bit snatchy otherwise. Wind open the throttle and away it goes. Now the throttle response, obviously there's no riding modes on this. It's very smooth. It's not snatchy throttle at all. Yeah, it's not going to catch you out. Yeah, all good on the throttle response. But no, I mean, just cruising like this, guys, 60 mile an hour, 6 gear, 4,000 revs. It's a lovely place to be, it really is. Very comfortable. Oh, your leg position, perfect. Obviously, being a tall bike, morning, being a tall bike, you've got lots of leg room. My legs aren't bent back at all. Very, very comfortable position that. and absolutely zero, and I mean zero, vibrations through the foot pegs, which is really impressive. Just try that front brake out again. Yep, very strong. So guys, if you're in the market for something like this, you can't go wrong in my opinion. It's well priced. It will go off-road, I'm sure. The guy who had this before me did actually take it round a bit of a course, actually, I was told, and he said it performed really well. So it's got pretty good off-road abilities. You can load it up with all the panniers, and away you go on your adventure touring travels. Alright, I think we'll wrap it up in a minute. Yeah, very nice piece of kit. Yeah, hats off to Yamaha, they've done a sterling job with this. Dirt tracks, gonna have some fun. No, I better not. Right, I'll just stop it here for a sec. Don't think this is a busy road. Well guys, that was superb. I'll just leave it running for a sec so you can hear the exhaust. Yeah, it's got a very nice deep kind of throb to it. So what do you think of that, guys? Yamaha Tenere 700. Sort of mid-weight adventure tourer with off-road potential. Very good, that is. I'm very impressed. Let's give you a final little walk round, and I think I'll call it a day. So there we go. So you got your twin discs up there, Brembo brakes, switchable ABS, semi-knobbly tyres. There's the radiator guard they've added on. This is all extras that Crescent have put on. And obviously if you get the Explorer pack, it comes with all the racking and the panniers. Very nice indeed. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that little review on the new Tenere 700. I certainly did. It's a cracking bike in my opinion. Please feel to post any questions and comments. Let me know what you think about this type of bike. Please feel free to give me a thumbs up, share the video, and subscribe to my channel. And I will catch you all again in a few weeks for another bike review. This is Mark signing off. Take care guys, all the best. Bye bye.